And we'll be seeing the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo in tonight's game. Shaq, how good can this kid be?
You know, Ernie, it's rare to see a blend of size and speed as his position. 6'11", 7'3" wingspan. He's a great athlete, and he really can finish at the rim.
Yeah, he's very young, but his skill isn't young. And if he stays focused and works on his outside shot, which I've heard he's been doing, I think that he could take his game to another level.
In his short career, has his name become any easier for you to say?
No, it's very easy. The Greek freak.
Antetokounmpo.
That was very, very close. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Antetokounmpo.
Giannis.
You'll do the knowledge to the master builder.
It's an Eastern Conference matchup, and today's game is the 76ers coming to town for this one. This game in Milwaukee marks the start of a homestand for the Bucks. And, of course, Greg Monroe. They will definitely miss his contributions.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, Kevin, they didn't just let him go for nothing. They got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
And that's the idea. You want to build a foundation on which this team can continue to move upward. So certainly some fans unhappy to see him go, but fans will be patient, and they also continue to be fans.
So the Bucks win the tip. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Carl Landry. Thompson is out there with Jennings. Then there's Okafor, and it's Sampson in at the 3 spot.
Well, guys, once again, the 76ers finished second to last in the East. Amazingly managed to win fewer games against the East than they did the year before, which was 14 wins in 2014.
So it's the Bucks now. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
That's good. One thing, Greg, about Philadelphia, you talked about this. Only 12 wins for them last year against the East.
And Kevin, how about not getting a win against their own conference until December? I mean, as bad as the Sixers were last year, though, they weren't the worst. So sometimes, even for me, I still can't fathom that's the case.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Landry with the screen. Inside. Deflects the pass. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Vasquez kicks to Gordon. Favors with the screen on Thompson. Gordon goes in. Nice work there coming off the screen.
The defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. He doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Okafor. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Memphis.
Boy, was he physical. I mean, in that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
Now Vasquez following the miss by Brandon Jennings from deep. And it's Gordon penetrating. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And guys, Eric Gordon was an unbelievable three-point shooter last season. 45% from behind the arc. The first time he's been over 40% in his career.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
And you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. You know, we were talking about Eric Gordon. He's always had great range, but not always the great shot selection.
You know, and that's a great point because, you know, we see now that he's starting to mature, starting to value every possession, and that's good news for the rest of that team.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Really unfortunate for Eric Gordon that an assortment of injuries have really derailed his career. A few years back, he looked like he'd be an absolute star. Once a 22 points a game score, was down to 13 a game last season.
And the shot is good.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Wow, here's Vasquez. His last outing, he had 8 points. Favors with the screen from the arc. That doesn't go either for Gordon. Yeah, on the topic of Eric Gordon, one would think he's still young and talented enough to be a difference maker with any team. He just has to stay healthy. That really is the bottom line. He's got to keep his health.
Kevin, the truth is, though he's had a number of injuries, they've all been different. It isn't one chronic thing. So with a little good luck, we could see him shine once more.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Bucks trail by 3. Vasquez kicks to Henson. There's a good screen. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
All right, a chance here to check out Derek Favors' stats. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 9 rebounds, then just over 2 blocks. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, he has to be your primary focus defensively.
Defenses plan to stop him, but very few succeed. That's why he's the team's leading scorer.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the defense.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And thus far, really not their year when you talk about free throw shooting. Only around a 70% clip on the season.
And Kevin, it's something they've been working very hard to correct and to change. I mean, they know how important it is to fix that inability at the free throw line.
And he's good on the second.
And I think everyone knew the Bucks would be much improved last season. But to see the jump into the middle of the playoff picture, I think that took everybody by surprise.
Now here's Favors. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Now here's Jennings. Pass to Sampson. 76ers moving the ball around. And Thompson kicks to Landry. Sampson's shot is off. For the Bucks, their improvement, usually you see incremental progress. Even after losing key players, Clark, they shot up the standings.
And part of that, Kevin, was just growing as a team, coming together, and also improving the roster. Another part was that they were better than their record showed 2 years ago. Player development is part of the improvement.
Jennings kicks to Sampson. Passes to Landry. Here's Sampson. The feed to Landry. Sampson, the pass to Thompson. Down low, 5 to shoot. Here's Okafor. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down. A perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season. And as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17. Also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17. Also 77 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. That one misses.
You You know, just thinking back to that Milwaukee factoid again, I mean, the odds that we'll ever see something like that happen again are minuscule. I mean, that team was just destined to end up 41-41.
Here's Favors, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Picked by Okafor. It's Jennings with the drive. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Favors. Milwaukee in the lead. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I had a chance to catch up with Jason Kidd. A lot of his focus in preparing his team for this game centered around how they plan to deal with point guard Brandon Jennings. He said Jennings is a blur out there. He's so fast, and he plays with a relentless energy. It's a challenge for any team to really keep up with him. Kevin, we'll see if they can do it.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Now, here's Thompson. Range. Thompson. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Thompson. Gordon dishes to Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Landry. Outside Jennings. Over to the wing. Sampson kicks to Thompson. Picked by Okafor. Landry passes to Okafor. Shot clock at 6. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Jennings with the bucket. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already real in December. Taking a look at Milwaukee. A season filled with ups and downs. 10th right now in the conference. And, of course, the 76ers. They're looking to turn it around down at the bottom of the conference now.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
Yeah, it's full makeover time now, guys. I'm sure they've learned their lesson that this roster is not one that can sustain any kind of success in today's NBA.
Now here's Plumlee. He averages about 5 points a game. Here's Parker. No good off the back of the rim.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured along the knee and cutting the season short.
Great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, but which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone as he was showing so much promise early on in his career.
Okay, gentlemen, true shots. True shots.
That free throw, no good.
And for Parker, he could have been in the Rookie of the Year running with this play, scoring just over 12 points a game and shooting almost 50% before the injury ended his season.
So neither attempt will fall that time frame.
And even in the short glimpses of last season, you could see that Parker was the real deal. I mean, he had no problem finding ways to score. And even with his injury setback, he should be a great player for years to come.
Here's Parker following the basket by Kendall Marshall. Bucks passing it around. Here's Antetokounmpo. The jumper from the free throw line is good. The 76ers lead. Over to the left wing. And Marshall kicks to Noel. Bayless grabs the board. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Lets a floater go, and the rejection by Noel. Here's Marshall. No luck. Excellent D there for Mayo.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Here's Parker. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Pass to Noel. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Embiid with the steal. Marshall with it. Now Mayo defending. Grant kicks to Embiid. He dishes it to Marshall. 6 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Grant gets a wide open look and misses it off the right side of the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Bayless. A three-pointer is right on target. And now a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
And he came off that screen, and he just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. For Bayless, it was his 6th team in 7 years last season. A good utility combo guard to have. He can score, he can make plays for others. He's really defined his role in this league. Over the last 10 games, Kevin, you can see where the Bucks rank in the league stats. 7th in fewest turnovers per game, 13th in second chance points, and they're in the top half of the league in blocks. That's pretty good, not too bad.
And call me crazy, but I really believe turnovers are one of those game-changing stats. Their ability to avoid those miscues and make the right play consistently has been tremendously important.
On defense, Milwaukee. They lead by 4. Cannon kicks to Marshall. Up top, Embiid. He's guarded by Plumlee. Now Bayless. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game.
Review some numbers for Antetokounmpo. He's averaging 10 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. A floater. Bayless's shot is off.
And trying to come up with a highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Here's Cannon. Sweet little floater. Cannon's got his second basket of the night. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
They set the pick. Mayo with it. Now defended by Grant. Parker, right side. Shot clock at 5. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And Jared Bayless the bucket on the assist by Mayo. Bayless has got 6. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Embiid with a screen on Mayo. And Marshall kicks to Noel. Can't get it to go. The Bucks go the other way with it. It's a victory here for the home team. Last time these guys met.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Really such a security blanket, Greg, when you can count on that second unit to step in and provide key minutes, especially when the game is in doubt.
Milwaukee shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Bayless. Both free throws good from Bayless.
Really giving them fits. They just can't find an answer for Bayless. He's already got 8 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Now, here's Marshall. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. He kicks it to Embiid. That falls. Great assist by Marshall. Embiid's got his first 2 points of the night.
What a pass by Marshall. That's outstanding teamwork.
Antetokounmpo against Noel. Elbow shot. And it's Noel with the rebound.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Here's Cannon. Can't cash in from the high post. Here's Antetokounmpo. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks ahead, up 2. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove. Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Yeah, that's a great point. Anybody who plays against him knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Hollis Thompson is out there with Jennings. Then there's Okafor. Then it's Noel. And it's Sampson in at the small forward position. Now here's Henson after Eric Gordon's miss. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, it's just hard to make up when you have an inability to make free throws consistently, and that's why they ended up losing.
Yes, sir. I think some doubt started to creep in when they kept missing those foul shots. I mean, you could see them start to shy away from wanting to even go to the line.
The 76ers might have dodged having the worst record in the league last season, but they didn't dodge having the worst road record last year, Clark.
They could not dodge that one, Kevin. Just 6 wins on the road, but that was pretty much expected considering the youth and the experience of this team.
And that one's good. Noel.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now here's Vasquez. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Favors. Milwaukee. No good that time either.
And for the 76ers, they weren't a good shooting team in general. And on the road, it got real ugly. They shot under 40% as a team on the year away from home.
And the foul called on Vasquez. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And the 76ers making a change here. Landry's checked in. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Out left to the wing. 5 on the clock. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
For the Sixers, just a brutal start to last season. 17 straight losses. They did get their first 4 wins of the season as a road team, though. As bad as they were on the road, at least they had that going for them.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
And he makes both free throws. Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished. And they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls, however. Things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And here's Jennings. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. On the wing, Thompson. Another miss by Philadelphia. Bucks trail by 4. Pushing it up. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's laid in by Gordon. Gordon's got 5 points so far.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Now here's Jennings. Here's Okafor. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Derek Favors. The 76ers didn't lie to themselves about last season, Greg. They knew they weren't going to be in the playoffs. They spent a lot of time last season developing their young players.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, the 3rd straight year, the Sixers would miss the playoffs. But as you said, Kevin, they knew what the season had in store. The key was could they keep those young guys focused on growth and experience and not get caught up in the fact that they struggled to win games.
He doesn't get the second one. And it's clear for the Sixers the plan has been to continue to add good young players. Eventually, I think they'll be a force in the East. There's no guarantee, but they've got a plan and they're sticking to it. And it's Gordon missing. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Jennings dishes to Thompson. Outside Jennings. Takes it from 10. Shot misses.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Now here's Mayo. He's guarded closely. It's good. This game is all even. Mayo's got his second bucket of the night.
A lot of teams that win a title often have a former #1 pick leading the way, or at least a top 3 NBA draft pick as their leader. So the 76ers are trying a shotgun approach to that, trying to get as many top 3 picks as they can, hoping one turns into the next superstar.
76ers on defense, following the basket by O.J. Mayo. Here's Jennings. 8 points his last outing. Puts up the baby hook. You know what? Excellent D there for Mayo. Bucks have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Here's Vasquez. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Vasquez, guys, remarkable consistency over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, his three-point percentage went up a little bit, Kevin, but that's about it. I mean, it's possible. We just need to accept that this is who he is. I mean, he's a good playmaker. He plays with great enthusiasm and energy, and we need to leave it there. Don't expect much more than that.
Now, here is Landry. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Sampson, guarded by Mayo. It's stolen by Mayo. Henson the pass to Mayo. Vasquez with it. Back to Mayo. Just 5 to shoot. And Henson kicks to Gordon. Goes up on the wing. That one wide left.
And talking about Vasquez, guys, good size for a point guard. Solid ball handler and playmaker when he's put in that role. But he needs the ball to be truly effective. And last season, the ball belonged to Kyle Lowry.
Now here's Jennings. After Eric Gordon's miss, it's Jennings with the drive. Thompson for 3. Another miss by Philadelphia.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Now here's Favors. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. In the corner, it's Gordon. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Gordon's got 7 points in the game.
And for Vasquez, he doesn't have the foot speed to track opposing point guards. He tries to compensate with good use of angles, but he did do a solid job defending the pick and roll last season, using his superior size and anticipation in that area.
Bucks are a strong team last year at home to start the year, certainly. The whole league was marveling at their start. Much improved, Greg, from the season before, but fell off, Greg, a touch late in the season.
And Kevin, credit Jason Kidd. I mean, he got this team off to that great start, particularly at home, and they built some confidence, and that helped propel them into the playoffs. Sad to say they were still near the bottom of the league, though, in attendance. For Mayo, he's averaging 11 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Parker comes in for O.J. Mayo. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Jeremy Grant comes in for Jakar Sampson. Marshall, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Cannon in for Brandon Jennings. Gordon dishes to Antetokounmpo. Feeds to Gordon. Favors with the screen. Gordon, the pass to Favors. Misses from close range. The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Cannon. He's got 5. It is now to Marshall. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Vasquez with it. Now defended by Grant. Now here's Vasquez. Up top, Favors. Outside, Gordon. Fires the 3. That's good. Gordon's got 10 points.
Now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Grabbing the most rebounds in the NBA right now. Let's take a look. Second, Joel Embiid.
And you know, rebounding was a skill that I thought would translate to the NBA for him. We knew he could board with the best of them, and he has not disappointed.
Yeah, rebounding always transfers and translates to the next level. He's been a bull in the china shop, out working, out hustling guys, and he's really got terrific instincts to the basketball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Miles Plumlee comes in for Derek Favors. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Vasquez. Landry gets the bucket. Now Bayless. 8 points for him. Parker, right side. Dishes it to Gordon. Plumlee with the screen. Bayless's shot is off.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now, here's Marshall. Embiid the screen. Landry no good.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Parker kicks to Bayless. They set the pick. Plumlee with the screen. Bayless's shot is off.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Kicks to Marshall. Landry with a screen for Marshall. He's looking for Embiid and finds him.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Nerlens Noel checks in for Philadelphia. The 76ers trail by 4. Cannon kicks to Noel. Here's Cannon. 5 points in the game. And Noel with the basket on the assist by Cannon. Noel's got his second basket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple. You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Cannon. Noel dishes to Cannon. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Bayless. There's the pick. He feeds it to Gordon. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Now it's a 7-point Milwaukee lead. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
Here is Bayless after the Sixers pick up 2. Just 4 to shoot. Teardrop shot. Plumlee, a follow-up jam. And the Bucks lead by 7.
He sniffed out that board and then powered it back in.
Pure Mike Clark, so strong going back up with that one.
Playing to his strength, too, guys. That's what he's capable of.
Now, here's Grant. Here's Cannon. To the inside. Embiid, no good.
And when you compare Wiggins and then Parker, really 2 different types of players. I mean, Wiggins has that unmatchable athleticism. Parker beats you with an incredible skill and passion. Also, tremendous maturity for such a young player.
The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Cannon. He's got 5. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Cannon. The Bucks making a switch here. He's off on the second. Here's Bayless. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Bayless has got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Bucks lead by 8. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They had some very nice stretches of play in the second quarter at both ends of the floor and got out to a well-deserved 8-point lead by halftime. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Well, who would have thought they'd be leading at halftime? I didn't. They were big underdogs coming in. They played up to the level of their competition. If you thought they'd be intimidated by this matchup, think again. They definitely can't relax, though. We're going to have a fight on our hands all the way.
And Kenny, your take on Philadelphia.
They ran into a buzzsaw, and it was on full blast. And once they fell behind, the crowd got into it, and it seemed that they lost a lot of confidence. They started pressing, forcing things, and it made it worse. So in the second, just remember, there's 2 more quarters. It's a fresh start.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. We've seen Eric Gordon really having a great game.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
The 76ers trail by 8. Vasquez out there with Gordon. Then there's Favors. Then there's Parker. And it's Henson in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Now here's Okafor. Rebounded by the Bucks.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now here's Henson. Jahlil Okafor unable to get his last shot to go.
Well, clearly the 76ers were the youngest team in the league last season, and with all the draft picks they've stockpiled, they'll be the youngest team for a while, it seems. But if the youth can grow and develop, they could also be a force in a few years, too.
That one goes. Count it. Okafor's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Philadelphia. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And Henson kicks to Vasquez. Henson with the screen. Vasquez with it. He's picked up by Landry. Clock at 6. And here's Vasquez. Thompson with the rebound. To give you an idea of how young this 76er team is, at one point last season, Greg, Tim Duncan had more seasons played in the NBA than the entire active roster of the 76ers.
That's hard to fathom. I mean, we all know there's this youth movement going on in Philadelphia, but they still need some veterans in that locker room. Very hard for the young players to lead.
Here's Thompson after Eric Gordon's bucket. And stolen by Favors. Gordon goes in. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
What a night so far for Gordon. He's got 17 points and 3 steals.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Gordon. Both good from the line that time. The 76ers trail by 10. Jennings passes to Okafor. Sampson dishes to Okafor. Outside Jennings. Shot clock at 6. Landry kicks to Sampson. The 76ers again can't hit it.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Gordon, the pass to Favors. Banked in off the glass. Favors has got 6.
almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it. And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control. And I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Jennings. How last month turned out for him. He's putting up 13 points a game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
And all indications are that he's been working hard on his game. It just hasn't shown up in the box score yet.
The 76ers trail by 12. Landry with a screen for Jennings. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Jennings has got 6.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Hey, guys, Brandon Jennings, some people love his chaotic game. Some can't stand it. One of the more polarizing talents in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever shoot for an efficient percentage or become a lockdown defender, Kevin. He's an offensive catalyst. He pushes the action, and he'll go on scoring binges, but I think he does more good than bad with his style of play.
While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. The 76ers in second.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
And talking about Brandon Jennings, he has an endless bag of tricks. Keeping the ball literally on a string, makes behind the back, no look, and off the backboard passes few players would even try. That unpredictability, though, can make him difficult to check and often forces defenders into positions from which they can't recover.
Now, here is Landry. He has 6.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Now, here's Vasquez. He's guarded by Jennings. Favors with a screen on Jennings. 5 to shoot. For the 3. Vasquez can't get it to go.
You know, Brandon Jennings is that rare type of difference maker, a guy who can jumpstart your offense without turning the ball over. That's a valuable asset when you're trying to line up the W's.
Here is Vasquez following the basket by Brandon Jennings. Here's Henson, and that one is hammered home.
Vasquez, man, what an example of tremendous passing skill.
The 76ers trail by 10. Jennings dishes to Landry, picked by Okafor. Landry against Favors. Thompson outside to the left side wing. Right side Jennings. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Jennings has got 6 in the quarter.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Here's Landry following the basket by Brandon Jennings. Shot from free throw range. Favors with the rebound. Favors got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. Okafor with the steal. Jennings with the ball. He's got 10. Thompson outside. Tries it from 19. Landry no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Now here's Vasquez. In the corner, it's Gordon. Favors with a screen on Thompson. Gordon kicks to Favors. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Favors got 4 points this quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Landry passes to Sampson. The pass to Okafor. And the foul on John Henson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Parker. And it's Mayo in for Gordon. The 76ers also with a sub. Noel's checked in.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Well, the Bucks made huge strides as a team last season. Greg, most of it came from them establishing themselves as a top-tier defensive team.
And, Kevin, as you know, that's really where it starts for all the elite teams. And the Bucks defensively were very strong. You look at the metrics that measure a lot of the defensive categories. Bucks finished with the 2nd best defensive rating in the NBA.
And, guys, the Bucks were great across the board defensively. Top 5 in field goal percentage defense. Top 10 in three-point field goal defense. And, of course, created a lot of turnovers, too.
And a big part of why the Bucks were so good on defense is because they got back on defense. They allowed the fewest fast break points in the league. Hustling back in transition goes a long way with the team's D.
Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Cannon comes in for Brandon Jennings.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from a charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Here's Noel. Can't get it to go. The Bucks go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead early. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. The 76ers trail by 9. Here's Cannon. He's got 6. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. To the paint. It's tipped. 6 on the shot clock. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
And a chance here to see where the Bucks currently sit in the NBA statistically. 5th in rebounding. 9th in steals. And they're in the top half of the league in challenging those shots. The opponent field goal percentage, the top half of the league. Not bad.
And let's take a look back at those rebounding stats, because that is, to me, really impressive, that ranking. They've certainly got the strength and maybe, more importantly, the disposition to win that battle on the boards.
The 76ers trail by 9. There's a screen by Noel. Cannon kicks to Embiid. Shot, no good. Great D that time from Favors. In the corner, Mayo with it. Takes the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Noel's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Cannon dishes to Thompson. Pass to Noel. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Milwaukee. Bayless comes in for Vasquez. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for the 76ers. Kendall Marshall comes in for Thompson. Noel against Favors. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Marshall inside the three-point line and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now here's Favors. He's got 8.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
Grant with the ball. Now guarded by Plumlee. Plumlee with the steal. Here's on to Tacumbo. Bayless the pass to Mayo. On to Tacumbo against Noel. Outside, out of Tacumbo. Fires at the elbow. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
And, you know, you hear everybody talking about Giannis's potential. I mean, look at the athleticism coupled with his measurables. I mean, that is just off the chart.
And a slam dunk by Favors.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now here's Noel. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. And Marshall kicks to Embiid. Here's Cannon. Shoots from the baseline. Plumlee with the rebound.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Mayo kicks to Bayless. On the money from 12 feet away. Bayless has got 12 in the game.
One-handed. He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Here's Cannon. 6 points for him. Embiid the screen. Cannon kicks to Marshall. And Derek Favors pulls it down.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well-coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
And Philadelphia has possession after the basket by Milwaukee. And he gets the bucket. Cannon's got 8 points. Bucks leading by 11. Mayo dishing to Bayless. Passes it to Plumlee. Outside Mayo. Plumlee with the screen. On to Tacumbo. Passes to Favors. The Bucks have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Favors. Jakar Sampson's checked in for Grant. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Sampson kicks to Cannon. There's a screen by Noel. Marshall dishes to Cannon. With 1 on the clock and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Bucks on top, up by 12. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Milwaukee leading by 12. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Okafor out there with Noel. Then there's Jennings. Then it's Hollis Thompson. And it's Sampson in at the 3. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Vasquez can't get it to go. Outside Jennings. The feed now to Okafor. There's a screen by Noel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Sampson and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Milwaukee?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Now here's Vasquez. Pass to Gordon. He dishes it to Parker. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And the 76ers making a change here. Landry's checked in. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Now Jennings. Landry passes to Thompson. Okafor sets the pick for Thompson. The shot no good.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
And really an alert play on the glass there to get that second chance opportunity. He's having one of those games that we've really grown accustomed to seeing him put forth.
Vasquez kicks to Antetokounmpo. Inside, Henson. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pick by Okafor. Jennings drives in. If it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Landry.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now here's Vasquez. Down low. Here's Parker. It's deflected. And here's Jennings. He kicks it to Thompson. Picked by Okafor. It's back to Jennings. 5 on the clock. Landry a screen on Antetokounmpo. Jennings drives in. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Vasquez with it. Outside Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Vasquez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The 76ers trail by 8. Jennings with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. It's back to Jennings. Again, Jennings missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The offensive rebound.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. That's all it took.
Now here's Thompson. Here's Landry. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Landry's got 4 points in the quarter.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done. Yeah, none too pleased with the play of his team, and you know what? They just need to get things sorted out.
Yeah, you know, there's not a coach around who would be happy with the way his guys have kind of rolled over during this run.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. With his team struggling from three-point territory, he told them to start looking for more high-quality shots inside the paint. We're forcing too many threes, he said. Stop with the bombs and work it inside.
Oh, here's Parker. There's the screen. Down low. Here's Henson. That one off the back iron and out. The 76ers trail by 6. Jennings dishes to Landry. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The offensive rebound. Okafor gets the bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Here's Vasquez. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressor.
They've also done a lot of good work in the post tonight. That's certainly been an advantage as well.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, the main thing here, though, guys, is just to make sure you get a two-possession game now.
Sampson, the pass to Jennings. Feeds it to Okafor. It's back to Jennings. 4 on the clock. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Jabari Parker.
And guys, Brandon Jennings last season looked like he was finally becoming more efficient. He shot at the upper range of his career field goal percentage from 3 and the free throw line. And then suddenly the Achilles ended his season at 41 games played. Really unfortunate.
First free throw is good. Getting back to Jennings last season really did start out as one of his best. Not just the improvement, Clark, in accuracy. His turnovers per game were at a career low.
Yeah, that's what we have to watch out for with Jennings. I mean, he's still only 26 years old, Kevin. Now, plenty of time to continue to refine and hone his game. I think his best basketball is in front of him.
Brandon Jennings hits them both.
Tremendous output from Jennings. He has 15 points and 5 assists.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity too that he brings to the court.
And he gets it to go. The 76ers trail by 5. Thompson outside. Here's Sampson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. The Bucks have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Henson sets a screen for Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Shot by post. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 14-5 run here. Jennings kicks to Landry. Okafor against Gordon. Okafor in the post. Can't get it to go. Gordon with the defensive effort. Bucks leading by 3. The dish to Vasquez. Back to Gordon. To the middle. Here's Henson.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
When you take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis. Wow.
Wow is right. Derek Favors checked in for Antetokounmpo. Henson hits them both.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half, but they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Okafor and the foul on John Henson. That's his 5th foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Thompson passes to Sampson. It's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And talking about Henson, obviously the great length helps him as a shot blocker. The young center is also very quick off his feet. He's averaged around 2.5 blocks a game over the past 2 seasons. He's also been contributing some as a rebounder, though really needs to add some weight to kind of take it to that next step.
The 76ers trail by 5. Out to the right wing. Jennings dishes to Landry. Tries it from 19, and right through it goes. Here's Vasquez. Dishes to Favors. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Landry with the screen. Jennings kicks to Landry. Landry with a screen for Jennings. He feeds it to Okafor. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries. Here's Vasquez. Knocked loose. Stolen by Landry. 3-on-3. Sampson, the pass to Jennings. Kicks it to Okafor. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Bucks leading by 3. Vasquez kicks to Favors. Sampson pulls it in. Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. To the wing on the left. And there's the pass to Landry. Sampson kicks to Jennings. 5 to shoot. Inside. Okafor. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Now just a 1-point Bucks lead.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they need.
Here's Henson up and in from the low block. Henson's got 4 this quarter. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Jennings. Landry kicks to Jennings. Pass to Okafor. And Thompson sends it back, but they recover it. Jennings can't get it to go.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Vasquez. Passes to Favors. Puts up the baby hook. Again, Favors missing.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Now here's Jennings. The feed to Landry. Open shot, Thompson. Here's Okafor. And the rejection by Favors. Sampson kicks to Okafor. Goes up again. But he stays with it. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. Henson, and so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Plumlee is checked in for Milwaukee.
All right now, gentlemen, two shots. Roof shots.
As he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within two here.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Check out the night for Landry. 12 points. He's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. Two shots.
First of two, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that narrows the gap to 1. Vasquez. Pass to Favors. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
We've seen Eric Gordon really having a great game.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Milwaukee leading by 3. Right side Favors. Gordon dishes to Vasquez. He kicks it to Favors. The second effort. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Okafor's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Jennings passes to Thompson. With the screen. Thompson outside. He dishes it to Landry. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the fourth.
Yes, they have. He's made all 4 of his shots this quarter, Greg. Definitely looking to be a dangerous guy.
Now here's Favors. At 6. From the baseline. Yes!
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out. Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his mates in the last quarter.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Had to foul him on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? If he misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
Thompson kicks to Sampson. Jennings in the corner. And shot on the way. Jennings can't get that one to fall. And that's an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
At the line for two.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he can't make the second free throw either. He's in both. Sampson kicks to Thompson. And so the Bucks take the win. It was up for grabs, right, until the final seconds come.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time. They were doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Derek, first off, congratulations on a very well-played game. It looked like you were having a ton of fun out there.
Oh, it's fun, man. It's always fun to win. I'm out here playing my game. Rebound and defense, that's my game. And coach trusts me, so I feel them down.
Know your role. It's always good advice, Derek. Thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, Derek Favors. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. His effort and intensity gave them the boost they needed.
There was no shortage of points in the paint for him tonight. He was doing his thing, using his big body to create space and make easy baskets for his teammates and himself inside. When he got his hands on it, he didn't mess around.
Things haven't been pretty for them lately, but his performance in this win is definitely a step in the right direction. He wanted this one badly. You could tell that right off the bat. He put his game into another gear and was playing angry tonight, fellas.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.